I'd already decided it was going to be my last night in Max's village. I was sorry to be leaving, but I was restless again.
Beware! The day grows dark, and demons stalk the gap by night.
Harsh, old woman, stop your superstitious nonsense. Besides, this is the best time of day for fishing, eh, Milo?
Yes, Dad. Look, Foster! I use these broken sensors to make a fish alarm. It detects the fish before it bites.
Nice work, Milo. Milo was just like me as a boy, and the tech skills I'd taught him would help the village after I left.
Do you really have to go, Foster? How can we ever pay you back for all you've done?
It's been my pleasure, Max. One of Anita's pies will be payment enough. I owed the Gap folks so much. My first tribe fostered me when I was orphaned all those years ago. They taught me how to recycle tech scavenged from city dumps. Soon, I even built myself a playmate.
I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
Joey and I were always together. As I grew, I upgraded him. He became the best friend I ever had. But then...
Foster! Foster, wake up! The sensors detect a fish. It's a big one.
What the? It was no fish.
Max, keep back! Milo!
Dad! What are they?
Max! Drop him, you...
Dad! Foster! Help me! Help me!
Milo had gone. The machine, too. But its riders had left something behind.
Max? Milo? What's happened, Foster? Where's my son? Max? Max? Oh, no! I told them there were demons stalking the dark.
The stalker that attacked us was a machine, not a demon.
Please, Foster, I don't understand. What happened?
I told Anita everything I could, though I knew very little. Max was barely conscious. I could only hope that with Anita's loving care, he would recover. As for me, I had to follow Milo and his captors immediately. I'll bring Milo home, Anita. I promise.
Thank you, Foster. I know you will.
Dawn was breaking as I left the village. The featureless wastes of the Gap stretched away from me. Night followed day, then day dawned once more. Time lost meaning as the tracks beckoned me ever forward. Determination had long replaced sadness. Whatever it took, I would find Milo. The tracks were barely visible now, blurred by the wind. But I was sure I'd reach their destination soon. Then I saw the thing I feared the most approaching. Sandstorm. I battled forward, but now could only guess that my direction was correct. I decided to save my energy and sank into an exhausted sleep. Maybe the old woman was right. Maybe demons did stalk the Gap. For as it shrieked and thundered around me, the storm brought back my nightmare once more. Union City security was attacking. As my tribe screamed in terror, I salvaged Joey's motherboard. Taken captive, I couldn't save my village. But I survived when the security copter crashed, entering Union City. On the run, I soon got Joey working. Upgraded yet again, He helped me overthrow the evil that ran the city. As I left, I told him to make the citizens happy. Union City was no place for me. I wanted to be where I could do most good, helping the scattered people of the Gap. I woke to find the storm had passed. But not without finishing its cruel work. The tracks were gone. I was lost, and so, I feared, was Milo. Then, I heard them. Gang birds, scavengers, and in this wasteland, that meant only one thing: people. Despair turned to hope. I was sure that if I could find where the stalker had gone, I would find Milo. Then, in the distance, I saw a girl crouching over a body. The girl was holding a device to the lifeless hand.
Hey, excuse me.
Who the hell are you?
I'm searching for a vehicle that...
Ah, no! Damn birds!
Wait, I just...
Whatever that device was, the bird had it now. No way I was going to get between those birds and their feast. A corpse lay propped against a rock. The gang birds were eyeing up the corpse hungrily. The girl had been doing something to the guy's hand. I wondered what. He'd clearly been dead for days. The logo. I'd seen it before. On the androids that had taken Milo. The girl was my only lead. I had to follow her. Union City. I was back. the years, I'd heard rumors of how the city had thrived since I'd left Joey in charge. I was finally going to see for myself.
Halt!
Welcome, unregistered Gaplander.
Well, hi. And you are?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. To commence your Union City registration, please make your way to the immigration terminal.
That's okay, I'm not here to register. I'm looking for...
If you're looking for the immigration terminal, it's right over there. Thank you.
So how do I register?
Easy. Just go to the immigration terminal and you'll get a U-chip for your temporary ID. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Sounds easy.
It is. Without it, you won't be able to interact with any of the Minos devices in this area.
What's this Minos you mentioned?
Minos is the interconnected computer system that is everywhere and controls everything.
Everything? That sounds very similar to Link.
For the convenience of all citizens. And, word to the wise, no U-chip, no access to the Minos devices. Not even the vending machines. So go register.
What exactly is a U-chip?
Don't they teach you Gaplanders anything? A U-chip stores your ID and personal data in a micro-implant. The immigration terminal is easy to find. What's keeping you? The correct route is indicated by these signs.
I'm looking for a vehicle that maybe came this way.
A vehicle? Well, this is a freight entrance. So, you're in the right place.
Right. I need to find a boy called Milo. He was...
What you need to find is the immigration terminal. It's right over there.
I've never seen a droid like you.
And I've never seen a Gaplander like you.
I bet. And what is it you do?
I tell Gaplanders like you to visit the immigration terminal and register.
Let me know how that goes. Can you tell me about any vehicles that came through here a couple of nights ago?
Read my lips. Immigration terminal. Register. You.
Remind me how to register with Union City?
The immigration terminal is back there. You want a U-chip? That's where you get...
Thanks. How do I get to immigration?
The terminal is at the wall end of the The correct route is indicated. As soon as you've registered, you can access the Minos devices.
Can you help me find a miss...
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
Have you seen a boy called
No, but I do see an unregistered Gaplander.
Thanks for your time.
Pleasure. How can I help?
The droid wasn't letting me out of her sight. Gangs look mean and ugly. These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them. The sign was directing me towards immigration. It was a tire or modern art. I couldn't tell which. I wondered if the citizens minded being electronically tagged with these U-chips. The city sounded far more affluent than it was 10 years ago. There was a strange smell, and it was coming from the truck. The sign was directing me towards immigration. Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck. I didn't rate my chances against all of those razor-sharp beaks.
How can I be of assistance?
A sturdy chain tethered the roundabout to the ground. Hey, kid.
Hey, weird guy.
My name's not Weird Guy.
I'm Pixel. It's easy to remember because it rhymes with pic.
So it does.
I'll remember that easy because your name rhymes with fossil and you're old.
Thanks, kid. What's your story, Pixel?
Well, I'm 8 years old and my birthday is in... I'm really good at math and I can even lift my sister. And she's super fat.
Very comprehensive.
Yep. Anything I can help you with today?
Did a vehicle come through here recently?
Maybe. How...
Like 2 nights?
Oh, then... But wait. My brother, Vauxhall, he saw this giant monster.
What kind of monster?
Like a totally huge, but not real...
Huge, but not...
I mean, Vauxhall says it's totally huge, and Ember says it's not real.
Well...
I don't know what to believe.
Who's Vauxhall?
My brother, remember?
Can I talk to him?
I guess, but he's not as friendly or helpful as... Real question is, will he talk to you? He won't speak to nobody but me.
Can you tell me where to find him?
Nuh-uh. You gotta earn that information. I don't know if I can trust you right now.
This vehicle, it had legs.
Vehicles don't have legs, though.
This one did. Your brother saw a monster, right?
Yeah, that it was a giant daddy longleg.
No. That your brother's monster was actually...
A very small daddy longlegs, but very close to him.
No.
I caught a daddy longlegs once. What was your question?
What do you do here?
Well, me and my brother and my sister usually live in a tribe way over that way by the old... But it's like so boring there. We come here.
I can see why. The roundabout is stuck.
I know. Can you fix it?
I can take a look, but no guarantees. What's wrong with Vok?
Like, why is he...
Yeah.
I told you, man. He thinks he's...
Will you tell me where your brother is hiding? Maybe we can help each other out with our monster.
Nuh-uh. You gotta earn that info. I don't know if I can trust you right now.
What's wrong with the round...
It sucked. Stupid Mr. Hobbsworth put a chain on it. He said it was for safety. Then he dropped the chain on his foot.
What's this about a giant...
Right, so my brother Vauxhall, like 2 nights ago, it was night time, and we had been playing this massive game of buzzsaws and dynamos, so I was like, but,
The giant
oh yeah, right. So, later that night, he wakes me up screaming.
And?
That's the end of my story. Don't tell Ember I told you.
Listen, about this
Jeez, man, why are you so obsessed with monsters? They're not real.
I'm looking for a boy about your age named Milo, who may have come...
You're asking the right guy. I remember every face that's come through here since I was a little...
Yeah? How many's that?
Like, how recently are we talking?
Sometime over the past couple of...
Oh, then no. Haven't seen no kids.
You sure you haven't seen any children come through?
Nope, definitely would have remembered.
What about anything
Suspicious? Tall, wearing a big coat,
I see.
and his name was Fossil.
I got the joke, kid. See you around.
Call it if you need anything.
I recognized the girl. She was the one who'd run away from me earlier. It was the girl I'd seen earlier.
Excuse me. Hello?
You! You're the guy in the desert!
And you're the girl with the cord.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead long. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my deed.
Lost your what?
Do you realize how much potential trade you've cost?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Ugh. I trade. I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
Mister, are you looking to trade something or...
Trade?
Trade, you know, tech, gadgets, knickknacks from the Gap. That's what I do. I collect stuff, sell stuff. Only, since you're interfering, it'll be a while before I can make proper trades again.
What's a deet?
My deed, man. DTT.
What's the deed for?
Duh, transferring That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen ID for trading, yeah? You distracted me, and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that
I told you already, I was deeding his ID. Only now, Big Steve has my deed, and ipso facto, the ID.
Any idea whose body that was?
Dunno, just some...
How do you know?
'Cause I got the citizen's ID from his U-chip, duh.
So were you digging that guy's U-chip out of his head?
What? No! Data transfer. I cloned his ID data onto the deed for
What happened?
Well, you know, maybe someone doesn't want to be found. I do swap.
For a price?
Yeah.
Did you see a strange vehicle come through this?
Strange? You mean like that stink?
No, this...
Not seen anything like that. Maybe you...
I'm not crazy.
Sure you're not.
I just need to know if you've seen a missing kid come...
You're looking in the wrong place. Only boys around here are Pixel and Voxel, and the only thing they're missing is a few screws.
Tell me about this deed.
Simple. I collect IDs and I use the deed to swap. At least I did, until Big Steve grabbed it.
Are you sure you haven't seen a...
Kinda hard to get lost in a crowd here. This place ain't exact... So no, I haven't seen your kid.
Who's Big Steve?
You see all these birds all over the place? Big Steve's the purple one, with a beak full of my deet.
What do you trade?
Like I said, sometimes people from outside want stuff from the inside. Sometimes... Second one doesn't happen very often, since inside's got, like, everything and free. But it happens.
Suppose a guy from outside wanted to get...
My most pop... Until Big Steve took my deet, that is.
That's all for now. Thanks.
Anytime. Oh wait, come back if you want to talk business.
For someone with a business interest in dead bodies, she seemed pretty normal. A sand pit.
In the desert. The irony sure wasn't lost on me. Grabbit's Independent Traders. I'd bought from sketchier places out in the Gap.
How can I be of assistance?
A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old, deflated tires.
How can I help?
I hadn't seen one of these terminals in 10 years. Link. The evil behind everything that happened all those years ago. The attack on my village. The death of my mother. Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out. There was something strange about the water, and there was an unmistakable smell of ozone. Up close, I could see the water was holographically concealing an electric fence?
How can I be of assistance?
Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one.
I will show you a custom message.
Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one. Looks like good old-fashioned flesh and bone wasn't gonna cut it. I needed something more. It was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it. If Milo had been taken this way, I was sure Joey would help me find him. I needed to find someone around here who'd seen the stalker. Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one. Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one.
Unidentified Gaplander, you have been observed committing a crime.
Crime? But I'm in it.
Sure you are. I saw you using a weapon on this.
It's just a crow.
That's your excuse?
What?
No U-chip detected. On this one occasion, please refrain from future illegal acts. And go register.
Looks like good old-fashioned flesh and bone wasn't gonna cut it. I needed something more. Looks like good old-fashioned flesh and bone wasn't gonna cut it. I needed something more.
It used to kill humans. Now
The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it, too.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Whatever you're selling,
No, I'm not
a light list. Name's Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
That remains to be seen.
What are you doing here?
Well, whilst Bruce's power cell remains as flat as...
So you're trying to get in the city?
Abso-bloomin-lutely. Trying being the operative word.
I'm looking for a
Well, mate, today's you look... This is a...
No, I'm looking for a special vehicle.
But Brucey is... All he needs is his power cell and we'll be...
The vehicle I'm looking for had 4 legs and no...
A vehicle with legs?
I saw what I saw. They kidnapped a kid from my...
You're not the first I've heard talking about kids going missing in the Gap. But I've never seen any come through here.
Any vehicles come through here? Specifically, the 4-legged.
The only thing's been through here recently are birds, bad smells, and the occasional...
See, I've been following these tracks, but about a day and a half...
All right, pal. Didn't ask for your life story.
I take it this is your truck?
It's got my name on it.
Your name is...
Well, some of it.
And what exactly it...
Until I get the old boy back up and running, old Bruce is taking a turn for the worse.
What are you doing here?
Why, I'm enjoying the sun and...
Really? This place doesn't exactly scream...
No, you blithering twit. You deaf or something?
You sure you haven't seen any vehicle...
Those land trains pass through up top every few minutes. Nothing down here, though.
I don't want to alarm you, but there's a strange odor.
I don't smell out.
Really?
Except the splendid scent of tasty mini K's. The fine...
Don't believe me? Look at those gangs. They love my knackwurst. Can't chase them away.
So, your truck is full of...
You betcha. Mini K. Best in the Gap. Even contains... You're welcome to take a handful. Back of the truck's up. The doors like to place...
Oh?
Requires a special technique.
Ritual?
Aye. Step 1, give the bumper a wallop. Step 2, do a little jig. Step 3, pull the door.
Wallop, jig, pull.
That's it, lad. And remember the order.
Those mini Ks...
As I say, grab an handful. Truck's open.
When the power cell is working, what are you...
Mini Ks. Artisanal, organic, handcrafted protein cylinder.
Sound...
Doesn't it? Between you and me, they're just knack... But these city folk love a tagline.
Your truck's power cell...
Aye. Emptier than a... There was a sandstorm put the bridge over yonder out of action. I was told to go park for a few... Trying to keep the mini Ks cool in this heat emptied the I wasn't stingy on the aircon, mind, or the margarita blender up in the cab. Working man.
Anyway, 13.7 volts drained to naught.
And they still haven't fixed that blooming bridge.
And you've been sat here...
No choice, until they send someone out to juice. Someone competent, I mean.
Mind if I take a look at the power cell? I'm pretty handy.
Hobbsworth has it. Told me.
Great. How long ago was...
About 1 million, Chief. My guess is it's either gathering dust or it's being ground to dust.
The doors, they're locked.
Not locked. And I'm all out of...
So how can I...
Didn't you listen? It's... First off, give the bumper a good wallop. Then, do...
A jig?
Aye, a jig. Then pull the door...
Pretty technical, huh?
Have to move with the times, pal.
So all you need to get into the city is a chart...
Land snakes alive, yes. Up...
No... I had this sinking feeling that the wrecked power cell in Hobbsworth's hut was the one that Wendell hoped would power his truck. Listen, you haven't seen a chart?
Pinch...
No.
Oh, I see. Have you asked those kids over by the playground? They've been here a lot longer than me.
How do I open the back of the truck?
1, big bumper wallet. 2, little jig. 3, pull up.
Wallop, jig, pull. Got it. What was that you said about other men?
Nothing specific.
Go on.
Oh, just rumors. One man's kidnapping is another man's wandered off of... No kids round here. Oh, except those... Sorry, I can't help.
How do I open the back of the truck?
1, big 2, 3.
Wallop, jig, pull. Got it. Be seeing you.
Aye.
One of the posts was jammed.
Well, hey! Working! Hey, we fixed it!
Yeah, piece.
Dude, council sure is. Do you know how many times I've scanned this thing? Last. You see, I'm the diagnostic. Name's Hobsworth. What can I do for you?
Hey, have you by any chance?
Where's the little dude headed?
Oh no. Snatched from his village.
Oh, right. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to get...
Work order received. Work order accepted.
Excuse me?
Well, hey there, strange.
Well,
Great, I'll bet. Anything old Hobsworth can do for you? By the way, just so you know, I'm on the clock.
yes, of course, no problem. So what's your deal, Hop?
I am a
And what exactly does...
I find problems.
and fix...
No, I just diagnose them. Minos fixes them.
About this missing...
Dude, word of advice, huh?
Okay.
Look, maybe kidnapping? But this is Union City, man. We're a
Gotcha. Thanks. Do you need technical expertise?
Of course! You need to know See, I come to work, and then I report the problem. My interventions are key to the smooth running of Union City.
Nice jacket.
Oh, thanks. I like yours too.
Tell me about...
Praise Joey. Not a day goes by where I don't thank him for that.
Joey and I go way back. We must be talking...
Well, it depends. Our Joey was kind, benevolent, generous, firm. Does that sound like...
My Joey was more of a sarcastic pain in the... But he was my best friend. I'm looking for a vehicle that...
What kind of vehicle? Mate,
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I know it has...
legs? Word to the what?
Not this one. It walked on the...
Whoa, that doesn't sound... And I've got more magazines under my bed than you can even imagine.
It's really important I find this...
Why?
because it kidnapped a child from...
Well, that's the gap for you. It's like the Wild West.
I know it sounds crazy, but I've been tracking the missing...
Nah, if it's missing children you're looking for, you best try...
Hobsworth?
Ah, hello again, stranger.
How are things going with Wendell's...
It's...
But how long until it's...
It's hard to say, but it's on my list.
Any updates on Wendell's...
Not yet, but I'll get onto it soon.
See you around, Hob.
Oh, before I forget, I really appreciate your patience back there. Let me thank you properly.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. Yep.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you don't have a U-chip, so I can't give you any kudos.
Well, your heartfelt thanks.
Keep a smile on your face.
Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one.
Please obtain one at the immigration terminal.